Hey, welcome back. Thanks for joining me today. Today we're going to be doing about a 9-pound turkey breast on our pellet smoker. We've kind of got it spatchcocked, but it's not really about the turkey today, but it is. We're going to be doing this turkey Cajun style, and I had 2 different companies send me items to test and review for them. One is Cajun Bait seasonings out of Louisiana, and I've heard they're excellent seasonings. We're going to use it to make a Cajun turkey. And the other one was a digital thermometer from Smartro. This company is new, and they sent me this thermometer, this digital thermometer, and we're going to be running both of these and see how they turn out, see how they work. So let's get going. Okay, the first thing we're going to do, we're going to inject our turkey. And what I've done, we're going to make up our own little Cajun butter injection, basically is what we're doing. I've melted 1 stick of butter. If you're doing a really large turkey, you want to double this recipe. But I've melted 1 stick of butter, and I'm going to put 1 tablespoon of the garlic blend, the Cajun Bait garlic blend in it. See if I can get it in here. And you want to put 1 to 2 tablespoons of this in it. Let me get it all in here. And I'm just going to do 1 since we're trying it. Okay, there's 1 tablespoon. And like I say, this is the garlic blend that we're going to put in it. Now I'm just going to mix this up really good. Take a few minutes. I'll get this mixed up and I'll be right back with you. Okay, we've got our homemade Cajun butter all mixed up, and what I'm going to do, I'm just going to start injecting my turkey. All right, and we're just going to go in to the breast. This is just about a 9-pound turkey breast is all it is. And we're just going to start plumping this turkey up with it. All right, now we got this injected. Let me get this cleaned up a little bit, get this all off of here, get this set over here, and I'll be right back. Okay, I've got my turkey breast in a pan upside down, and it was already spatchcocked when I got it. So I'm just gonna hit it with a little bit of cooking spray. And what we're putting on the outside is the Cajun Bait Sweet Creole Onion Blend. So, like I say, these Cajun Baits, I've heard they're extremely good. So we're going to just put us a nice coat on the outside. Man, it smells good, I tell you, I'd give it that. Just put a nice coat on the outside. Okay, get that a little tap in. Now we're going to turn it over. And we're going to do the same thing to this side. We're just going to give it a good spray down. And we're going to get it a good coat of this sweet onion seasoning on the outside. Get all the edges real good. Yeah, just get all of this really good. Boy, this has a really good, it's like Cajun spice with a really good onion smell to it. It smells really good. So, okay, that's all I'm going to do to this one. And I'm going to go ahead, get my pellet smoker fired up. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to put this in my pellet smoker on the smoke setting for about an hour before we start running the temp up to where we're going to cook it. So in that time, we're going to check the new thermometer. I'm going to show you how I check it to make sure it's reading the correct temperatures. And so let me go get the smoker fired up. We'll get this on and I'll be right back. Okay, we got our pellet smoker going, so let's go get this on right quick and I'll come back and we'll show you how we test the thermometers and stuff. Okay, we have our turkey on, and now I'm going to show you how I test the accuracy of the digital thermometer. It's not hard to do. First thing we're going to do, we're just going to unbox this. There's the paperwork on it. And if you'll look here, this has got, here's the thermometer, the actual house, and it's got a couple of these probes here. It's got one for the pit, and it's got one for whatever you're cooking, so that's a good thing. And it's even got a holder that goes in your rack of your pit to hold the probe for pit temperature. That's a good idea. So what we're going to do, I'm going to test this and just see how accurate it is. And the way you do that, you start it and you put it in boiling water, or you can use ice water. I use boiling water. And one thing you're going to have to remember, water boils at 212 degrees Fahrenheit at sea level. For every 500 feet in elevation you go, it boils at 1 degree cooler. So I'm roughly 5,500 feet here, so it's going to be somewhere between 202 degrees and 205 degrees water will boil. Should be somewhere 203 or 204. So that's kind of what we're looking for. And that would make it accurate here. And I've got a pot of water boiling over here already. So let me take this out. Get this separated here. Unroll the temperature probe. And after our turkey's been on for an hour, if this is accurate, we're going to put it in and use it for smoking our turkey and see how it works. But it's got two little magnets on the back, and it's got a little stand if you just want to set it somewhere, that's not a bad idea. I like the idea of having magnets on it so you can just stick it to the side of your smoker. So we're going to plug this right in here on this side. And let me see if I can figure out how to turn it on. Okay, it's got a switch back here for Fahrenheit and centigrade. There we go. What is that? Okay, I got it on. Okay, this is showing 71 degrees right here. So, let me get my glove on. We're going to take this over there and we're going to see how accurate it is since the water's already boiling. Okay, our thermometer read 202 degrees in the boiling water, that's really close, believe it or not, for a brand new thermometer straight out of the box. So I was expecting 203, 204, but hey, I can live with 202. That's close enough. So we're going to use this for our turkey. In about an hour, we're going to go get it on, and we'll see how it works then. So far, so good. Okay, now that we've got our turkey resting and tended, let's go over my review of this Smartro digital meat thermometer. It really worked really well. I mean, I was surprised. You know, we tested it here and it was almost dead on what it should be for boiling water at 5,500 feet elevation. So I set the temperature for alarm at 165 for this 165 degrees Fahrenheit for this turkey breast. When the alarm went off, I took my instant read thermometer out that I've been using for several years now, and I know it's dead on accurate. Tested it, it was right on 165. So this little thermometer was dead on. I mean, straight out of the box. I mean, you saw me take it out of the box whenever I tested it. And the little magnets on the back, when I first saw them, I said, those can't be much. But I will tell you, I stuck this to the side of my pellet hopper. It's not gonna fall off. You have to use a little muscle to get it off. So I'm impressed with that. The only two drawbacks I see on this, and to you, they may not be drawbacks at all. The preset temperature, this got some meat, different types of meat presets on it. To me, they're too high. Like they had the poultry preset at 180. And to me, that's too high. That would be just dried out to me. I like my poultry taken to 165 and then it comes off the pit. And the beef was set at 170, which is well done, really well done. I prefer medium rare beef personally. So, but you can use it manually. You can adjust it. It's really to adjust manually. And I just used the manual adjustment on it, stuck it to the side, put it the thickest part of the meat, and it worked fine. It worked great. So if you don't, if you're sitting out on your deck, drinking beer with your buddies, watching the smoker run, do you really need Bluetooth? It's not Bluetooth enabled. That's one of the drawbacks the other drawback that to me. But this little thermometer is only $25, so it's still a good deal. I mean, like I say, if you're sitting out on the back deck drinking beer with your buddies, watching the smoker, you don't need Bluetooth or Wi-Fi enabled. So, but there'll be a link for this down in the description. And I say overall, it's a good buy. I mean, personally, I think it's a good buy. The accuracy of it, and it's super easy to use. So, yeah, I think it's a good buy. So, as soon as our turkey's rested for 15 minutes, I'll be back. We're going to review the Cajun Bait seasoning. Now, if it tastes anything like it smells, this is going to be some good turkey. So, I'll be back when I get it done. Okay, our turkey's rested for 15 minutes, tinted with aluminum foil. But before we cut into it, let's kind of go over what we did here. We're basically doing reviews on two items: the Smartro digital meat thermometer that I've already talked about, and the Cajun Bait spices that we used on this. I was sent some of their spices. They asked me to review it, so I said, sure, I'll try it. This smells really amazing. What we did, we took 1 stick of butter and we put 1 tablespoon of the garlic blend in it and used it as an injection. Then we come back and we put some cooking spray on the outside, and then we sprinkled a coat of the sweet onion blend from Cajun Bait on the outside. You can look at it. Man, the color is great on this. I'm fixing to slice this up because I want to know if it tastes as good as it smells. Still hot too. Okay, I'm gonna have to take this piece right here and I'm gonna give it a taste. That is some good seasoning. I'm telling you now, that is some damn good seasoning, bar none. This is some really good, perfect for turkey. Oh my. Cajun Bait, my hat's off to you. The perfect amount of Cajun flavor. The garlic is coming through that we put in the injection. The sweet onions flavoring. and the Cajun flavorings coming through on the rub we used. This is how I'm cooking. This is the spices I'm using to cook turkey from now on. So, hope you enjoyed the review I did on everything, on the meat thermometer and these spices from Cajun Bait out of Louisiana. And I want to send a special thanks out to all the people who watch my videos and subscribe to my channel. I couldn't be here without you. Thank you very much. And I also want to send a special thanks out to all the men and women in the military that are serving around the world. And I want to send a special thanks out to all the men and women in law enforcement and our paramedics, our firefighters, and everybody that keep us safe every day. Thank you very much.